Ryan, what on God's green earth do you have to do that means you have to be up at
It takes 4 minutes.
Ashton Hall is not cringe. I don't care what anyone says. If you've been anywhere on the internet lately, you've probably come across the Ashton Hall meme. He's gone viral all over the internet, and you know, he does this morning routine where, like, you know, he gets the water and he does the face palm. To be honest, this isn't anything new though. We've seen morning routines off of, you know, these like, you know, these super serious guys for a long time now. So I'm very confused why he specifically got famous. I would argue that the main reason why he did is because of how extreme the routine is. It pushes the boundaries in a sense. Now, I think we as a generation I think there's two extremes, you know? I think we are either extremely lazy or extremely ambitious, you know? I think our generation has the most lazy people of all time in the entirety of human history, and the most ambitious people of all time. So when I see all these memes cooking this guy and making, like, you know, saying, oh, he's so cringe for this massive morning routine, I'm looking at, you know, the whole Ashton Hall trend, and I think to myself, I just don't think he's cringe, because in the end of the day, he's got traffic. If you pay attention to his Instagram page, there's a video at the pin at the top. I watched it. I'm sure you probably have as well. He's basically selling online courses, right? So if you were to do the maths, if he was selling a course for like just $50, right? Millions of people are coming to his page, millions and millions, right? Because he went absolutely viral on Twitter. If like 5 people buy his course, that's £500 he made. And that's assuming that he's only charging 50. He's probably charging even more. One of the basics of sales is the law of averages, right? Or the numbers game. Right? So if you can bring traction to your store, if 1,000 people come to your store, maybe 100 to 10 people, maybe 50 to 100 people are gonna buy something. Even though, yeah, sure, 1,000 people walk through, it doesn't matter. You still got 100 customers simply because you managed to contrive that traffic to come to your store. And that's what Ashton Hall has done. You know, we can try and assume that he's just getting clowned on, or he's the butt of a joke or something. He's probably making thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands, off this simple trend alone. I'm not gonna sit there and be stupid. I understand that the image that he's creating is obviously artificially contrived. It's been like very, very carefully constructed to display like a certain character, right? Ashton Hall, this big black guy with like massive melon arms that can sprint really fast and all of that. It's somewhat fabricated, right? And you don't really have to be that intelligent to make that guess. You can also say that the lavish, luxurious lifestyle that he portrays in his reels is also exaggerated as well. I don't think he smashes a bunch of bottles and has like an assistant to clean up him like he's some toddler. I think that's like made up. I think he's playing along with the joke. He's being smart about it, right? To me, Ashton Hall, in some ways, I respect the guy because he is an entrepreneur, and I 100% do believe that he may not be like making like a stupid amount as he is portrayed in the reels. I think that's kind of dumb, but he is making a certain degree of money. I think it's completely stupid to just assume that he's doing all these reels and he has this whole production team and he's doing all of this and that and he's getting all of this traction and he isn't making a cent. If you have half a brain, you understand that people that have online influence and people that can create online traffic, that can bring eyes to them, make money. I think that's the main rule of the digital world. And yeah, again, if you have half a brain, you should understand this. Now that we both agree that this guy has made definitely like a hefty sum of money off this, and a hefty sum of money off the trend in the meme, what I want to zone in on is the general attitude towards his videos. So a lot of people see this. He's portraying himself as this as well. Like, I'm not saying he might be lazy as hell. I don't know this guy in real life, so I can't fully judge him. A lot of people are seeing this character of this high achieving, super disciplined, you know, push-ups at 3 a.m. type of guy, and their first instinct is to clown him. What? When I see this, right, when I saw like these reels, a part of me, right, wants to be like a part of him, if you understand what I'm saying. I don't want to have melon arms and I don't want to be that big, but I do want to live, to a degree, I do want to live a disciplined lifestyle where I wake up early and I get things done. And all I see within those comments, all I see within all of these, oh, bro, what's bro doing now? What's Unc doing now? Oh, he's in the air for 4 minutes. To me, that's jealousy. I see the resentment within those comments. I see an insecurity within the masses. And I believe that these people kind of want what he has, and because they're lazy, right? I may not be talking about you, by the way. I might be talking about just a certain type of person that just scrolls all the time. this low achieving person chooses to clown on someone that is extremely high achieving out of pure bitterness and jealousy. And I think that's why he became a meme, because I think people like that, people that portray themselves as this super disciplined guy, even though it's unrealistic and the videos are somewhat fabricated, the idea of it should be respected. I respect the idea of someone getting up early to do push-ups. I respect the idea of someone being a businessman, being an entrepreneur. I respect the idea of someone being a high achiever. He may be massive, but he takes care of his physical health. That's something that I respect. Overall, the persona of Ashton Hall, I personally like him. I personally like that sort of extreme lifestyle where you're very, very disciplined and you're trying to go to great lengths and you're trying to achieve a lot. And yet, every time someone comes out onto YouTube or onto any type of social media platform and describes themselves as such, I am a disciplined person that achieves a lot, that works hard, inevitably there's always like this massive subculture of dickheads that will make memes, that will clown, that will just absolutely make fun of, you know, that high achieving spirit. You know what I'm saying? I think I said this in like the last video. If I didn't, I'm gonna say it now. Vigor in today's like generation, vigor in today's society is generally looked down upon. Anytime you present yourself as an extremely ambitious person, there's a 100% chance, I'm saying if you come out to social media like this, there is a 100% chance that people will clown you. I personally don't like that, you know what I'm saying? So even though there's all these memes, I'm just gonna come out and say it. I don't care. Ashton Hall is not cringe. Again, it's funny to cringe at like the very like exaggerated things that he's doing, but if you have half a brain, you can tell that he's playing into the memes himself. Overall, I actually don't even like hate the guy. I don't have any type of resentment towards him, and in some aspects I look up to him and I think, bro, I don't want to be exactly like him. I don't want to copy the guy. I'm me and he's him, but there's definitely aspects of his lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, aspects of the persona that he's created that I would love to like grab and put onto myself. I think like personally you're a loser if like you really like hate Ashton Hall. I think you're like a bit of a clown if you look at Ashton Hall and like you actually drop comments making fun out of him. He made money off you, he made money off your attention. You should sit there and think, damn, like if there are super rich people out there that are working extremely hard and I'm in this position, I'm in a not so fortunate position, and I'm not working that hard, what does that say about me, and what does that say about him? How are you gonna catch up to these really extreme people that are on the top, that are working extremely hard even though they're already at the top? Meanwhile, you are not at the top, right? You may not be at the bottom, but you're not at the top and you're not working extremely hard. How can you look at someone like that and make fun out of them when in reality part of you, I know, just don't lie, part of you does want that lifestyle. Part of you wants a variation of that lifestyle. So I don't want to hear anyone saying, oh, I hate this guy. If you do, that's you projecting your own insecurities, seeing that you're not as fit, seeing that you're not as rich, or at least you're not as rich as the character that he's portrayed, that you are not as extreme or disciplined as the character that he's portrayed. I look at Ashton Hall, or I look at the character, I'm going to keep saying character because this is fabricated to an extent. I look at the persona of Ashton Hall and I think, you know what, I'm not going to clown this guy. He is actively getting rich off my attention. I think Ashton Hall is not cringe. I plant my 2 feet, that's my opinion. I say that with chest. One thing that really weirds me out, the only way to basically become viral overnight, to become an overnight sensation, is to either humiliate yourself or to do something that other people would perceive as humiliating, and to do something like disgusting or you know what I'm saying, like weird in a sense. In the case of Ashton Hall, the exaggerated extreme lifestyle that he sort of fabricated for people to watch was in a sense like he was kind of humiliating himself, and he played into the joke. Regardless, he has won in a sense because he's brought traction to his business. Yeah, something to talk about. I just wanted to give my unfiltered and sort of unique opinion on the whole Ashton Hall meme. As a hive mind, you know what I'm saying? We need to stop clowning on people that portray themselves as high achieving, and instead don't even comment, don't even give energy to it. Just look at it and be like, yeah, that's gonna be me one day. But unfortunately, that's not the case. The majority of people will continue to clown and shit on high achieving people. If you have any type of pride in this social media world, people will do their absolute best to crush it. You know, if you're anything like me, man, keep holding your chin up, keep puffing your chest out. Rewards will come. Keep your head down and keep working on whatever endeavor you're working on. If you are the type of person that likes to clown on hard-working people, like, go suck yourself. That's what I've got to say. This channel isn't for you. What's the word? What's the word of someone that just like drags people down? I don't know the word, but like, that's what you are, you know what I'm saying? Put that energy into yourself instead of putting it out in hatred. My thoughts, Ashton Hall isn't cringe. If you think he's cringe, fuck you, you're a prick. More videos coming out soon. I apologize for the terrible mic last time. This mic's a little bit better. We bought a new one. I'm gonna buy an even better one after this. This is just to like hold out so I can make videos in the meantime. Yeah. Peace.